What's up, guys? This is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews. I am so excited. If you've seen my garage gym tour, that was probably one of my favorite videos that I got to do. And then today we have Brittany, who's one of my best friends here at GGR, and we are actually going to tour her home gym. It's actually like such a different vibe than me. I don't know if you can tell that we are very different vibey people just based on our appearance. So I did wear my cheetah print in honor of Brittany's vibe. So Britt, let's go ahead and see the first thing you guys put in your home gym. But first, who's this toothless guy over here? All right.
This is my husband, Joe.
Joe is honestly, he's the best. He is probably one of the best husbands when I hear everything that he cooks, right?
He does most of the cooking. He programs all my workouts pretty much, and he's just all right. All right, so welcome to Casa Home Gym. So when we first moved here, we were really into CrossFit at the time, so wanted kind of a bare bones garage gym vibe. The first things we needed to get were, of course, stall mats.
Sure.
Because
and then, did you find it just on Farm Store or Facebook?
Tractor Supply is where we got our floor mats, and then we had this rig installed here. It's kind of like basically just a CrossFit style rig from Axum. I actually get asked this a lot where this purple rig is from because of the color.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That's kind of where we started. We had a simple, of course, the Rogue Ohio bar, Rogue Ohio bar and a Bella bar. So started really, really simple, and then started working at Garage Gym Reviews, and things just kind of exploded.
Brittany does, the minute something cool comes in, she calls dibs so fast. I can't even get a word out, and I see it loaded in her truck already. It's she's so fast. She looks tiny, guys. She's so fast. I want to know you, okay? Okay, so then you have the Vulcan. What are your thoughts on this? I like a lot of products by Vulcan, and it's more of I would say on the budget or friendly side of things. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so initially we had a really, really cheap, crappy, Adidas bench that was nothing.
Yeah.
So upgrading to this was a major step up for us. Yeah, it's really heavy, and the padding is nice. We've had it now for almost 2 years. So it's held up really well. A little bit, some of the stuff is kind of coming out a little bit, but it's not bad. It's normal wear and tear, but it's been a really decent bench for us.
And then behind here, real fast, we have the adjustable dumbbells from Rep. How often?
Yeah, the quick drops.
And what do you think about that?
So I kind of alternate between those, and I do have some fixed dumbbells behind me, but I started integrating these in just because my fixed dumbbells only go so high. So
what was how the quick drop?
So basically, you just pop one of these. It's super fast, and then you just pull it out.
Did you see she just pulled that whole thing out no problem? So strong.
Oh yeah.
Right.
The thing that I do like about these is the fact that it has these bars on the side. So I like this part of it.
Almost reminds me of a power block setup.
Kind of, but I don't like the cage of the power block. So that's why I kind of like these, and they just go a little bit heavier than my fixed set of dumbbells, which is kind of what drew me to that. The biggest annoyances with it though is that it's kind of hard to tell what weight you're using, because it's not super clear on there what it is.
Bunch of lock and unlock things.
Yeah.
And there's no really weight.
There is, there's weight increments up here on the sides, but I guess you use the top. If you don't have these attached, you use the top number. And if you do have them attached, you use the bottom number, I think. I don't know if I have that flipped. But the only other note that I have about it, too, is that they do feel a little bit more shaky than some other adjustable dumbbells. So, but they're overall pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay, so you guys are excessive people. I hope you know that about yourself. I do feel even though you are excessive, you are self-aware. And you have 2 racks. Your gym. So
backstory, I wanted a cable machine so bad. And I kept telling Joe, really want a functional trainer, really want one. And he was like, no, we just need
CrossFit.
He's like, yeah, CrossFit Joe, like functional fitness. All we need is a barbell and bumper plates. Like, yes, I get it, but I really wanted a cable machine. So we brought it in, and now he probably uses it more than I do.
I definitely use it a lot.
Okay.
But also notable, like she said, I come from a hockey background. I had a very lackluster hockey career that was actually able to turn into something of a career.
You can tell by his
beyond hockey, yeah, from the teeth that I still refuse to get fixed. But I'm just a very bare bones, basic stuff. I want a barbell, I want some dumbbells, and I don't need much to get by. So, but whenever she wanted to bring this in, obviously it was a great compliment. And there are a lot of great things that we were able to work into our programming with it for sure.
I really like this rack, partly because of the back storage, like for all of your dumbbells and knickknacks. Knickknacks. And also I think it just looks really cool. It's a good setup.
So I have to point out to you one thing.
Okay.
So when we first got this in, I laid all of the weight plates out, perfect stack, like in order for Joe. All he had to do was like lay them in there, right? Look at can you see the weight numbers on here? Do you know what weight you're lifting with? No idea. He turned them around. He put them on backwards.
I put it together. I put them on backwards, and I wasn't paying attention to how I had to put the plate faces back on. And after that, a long day of doing it, I'm like, nah, it's fine. We'll just...
And to this day, it's like over a year.
What's the plan? Is this just staying like this? That's it. Okay, we're not changing it. Okay, so love the rack, Horse USA Pro. Let's talk about cardio stuff that you have out here. Actually, no. Let's actually talk about our last little bit of strength equipment.
Yes. So this is our newest toy that we got. Again, lots of arguing went into the acquiring of this equipment.
I would say we've gotten a ton of GHD machines in the warehouse recently. This is one of the better ones, if not the best one. Like, it's so smooth. I'm actually doing a
hip thrust machine.
Yeah, hip thrust machine, yeah. Actually doing a full video review on it soon because it's actually really good. And when I say it was in Brittany's truck faster than anybody could say anything, like, that's true. So what do you like about this? It's from Bells of Steel.
So I do a lot of hip thrusts. A lot of my programming or a lot of my workouts, I like to focus on growing my glute. I want that round booty. So, but setting it up with a barbell, plates, and a bench was getting to be really annoying. I was starting to do so much weight that even with my heavy Vulcan bench, you have to put extra weight behind it or put it up against the wall so that the bench doesn't slide out from under you. And it's just an awkward thing to set up and takes forever. So when I had the opportunity to get this, I jumped on it because it's just so much easier to just throw the weight plates on and just go.
It's super smooth, and I love the pivoting bench on this because you can get really good depth and then full extension, and it doesn't feel taxing on your back. You really feel it focused on your glutes, which I really like.
Yeah. So this will definitely save me a lot of time in my workouts by just being able to get right into it instead of having all that setup time.
Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is the True Grit treadmill behind me. Brittany is a psycho. We entered into a walking competition one time, and I was like, oh, I run, so that'll count, and I can keep up with her. No, I would wake up at 7 a.m., and she had already had 20,000 steps for the day.
Okay, yeah. So I averaged over 16,000 steps a day is what I
average. So 30 days more.
Yeah. My highest day was 29.
One time I had posted a story of me on the track being trying to keep up with Britt, and Joe said something like, she better win this competition so she's going to need a damn chiropractor by the end of it. All that lady does is wake up and walk with her phone sitting down. So you have some use.
Oh yeah. Well, so as a social media manager too, I'm on my phone all the freaking time. So that was a really great way for me I'd still edit my videos and I'm doing all the things from my phone, but I'm walking, getting my steps in, have the TV in front of me too. So I watch shows. And,
sure. What do you like and then not like about the True Grit?
I like that it's a manual treadmill. That to me was important because I wanted to be able to use it wherever. And also Joe, especially, I don't do this as often, but Joe will take the treadmill or the rower or the bike outside So it was important for us that we could do that and not have to plug it in somewhere. I mean, it's a knockoff Assault. It's not.
I
Yeah.
still think it's decent for its price point.
Sure. I mean, and it functions really well. It does have a resistant thing on it, but it doesn't work.
Sure.
So it gets the job done.
Okay, so there's two other things I want to talk through before we talk about two things I really want to talk about. And then also point out all of your fun little like signs and stuff around, because it's just such a vibe. It's so cool. But the one that I do want to talk about real quick, obviously you have the Assault bike
Oh, yeah.
on pedal.
I mean, it's absolutely brutal. I would say he uses this way more than I do because I hate it. We acquired this from a CrossFit gym, and so we got it really cheap.
And I'm not a cardio person. I hate cardio. In fact, the only reason we even have that is because sprints. So if I'm doing anything, it's very like VO2 driven. I'm going hard in the paint, and that's something that I can do. I spend a lot of time on the bike, but not only from the workout standpoint, but also just cool down on the backside. So I use that more than she does. But if there is times that I'm programming it in for her, it's usually not anything that's easy. So
And it's held up really well.
it's held up really well.
He likes to program
It's
in
stable.
like 75 cal bike where I just want to die at.
Okay, so let's talk about barbells that you have right here. You obviously have the Rep Open Trap bar, the Nike bar. What other ones are over here?
This is the Rogue Ohio bar and then the Rogue Bella bar. So these were some of our first pieces that we got when we put everything in. And I mean, Rogue quality is great.
What do you think about this?
I love the Rep Open Trap bar. I bought it myself because Coop reviewed it. And I was editing the social video for it, and I kept watching everything. I was like, I have to have this bar.
Okay, so these are the two things that really stand out in your garage to me, and it's because we just reviewed them, we've just been testing them, and we both love them so much, and now they're in your garage. What is this? How the people.
This beauty right here is the Freak Athlete Hyper Pro.
It's so good.
And yes, I love this thing. I just got it, so I am looking to put a lot more time on it.
And you assembled it yourself. It came to me, and you were like, I can't believe how easy the assembly is. Basically, Benji and Yogi have created a whole video tutorial. It's like step by step, and you felt like it was
well, I was super anxious because normally, like, I would rely on Joe for that kind of thing, but he's been super busy with his like photo business. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it.
Because this can do so many movements, what do you think you'll do on this the most? Like, what do you think you'll have it set up?
I mean, I'm really looking forward to using the GHD, and I'm also looking forward to, we don't have it yet, but we're going to, once they send them out, we'll be getting the leg developer. So I'm excited to be able to do like leg extensions on it and leg curls.
Which really, like, a lot of times we get a lot of like Amazon products in or cheaper budget friendly that we'll review that have a leg extension leg curl, and the resistance profile on them is always like a little lackluster. But when we tried this out, we were all pretty like amazed with the resistance throughout the entire like range of motion on both leg extension and leg curl. So I think it's one of the best. Okay, and then lastly, the biggest piece of equipment I see tucked away, she's trying to hide it from us, it's the Rogue Echo Rower.
So yeah, this literally just came in. This is basically a rower that I was really excited about. We've had several different ones, so we were excited to try this one because it folds, obviously, as you can see, to get out of the way, but it's like a little bit more beefy. The tires on this are awesome for like us to roll it everywhere.
You're saying you use outside.
Yeah.
I can imagine having like the big turf tires is really nice.
Yeah.
How do you feel like it compares to all the other rowers that you guys have used? Like, where does it stack up?
It's up there. Like, it's really a good rower. I would say between this and the C2, like,
You could decide.
it's hard to say. Yeah.
I mean, my bigger thing is just because I have a big butt as well. And when it comes to just like the smoothness of the pull and me feeling like I'm going to fall off the machine, especially if I'm just ripping the cord, there's times where I'm just trying to get through something. And if I'm just ripping the cord and I feel like I'm going to fall off, I do like the way that this one sets and how smooth it is. I feel like even though Concept 2 is kind of the gold standard of everything, there's a lot of times where I feel like if I get off track at all, or even if I have a shirt that gets, I'm like adjusting in the middle of it and shaking it around. Now, I don't know if that's a testament to just how poor of a rower I actually am, or the fact that I'm just going too fast sometimes. But overall, this has been fantastic.
I will agree that the seat felt really comfortable while I used it. I like that it's contoured. It's a little bit softer than the seat on the Concept 2. And one of the common complaints about the seat on the Concept 2 specifically is that as you use it over time, it even gets harder and harder. They actually sell like seat covers because so many people have complained. This, I don't know how it will like stack up over time. But my initial thoughts are the seat on this Echo is a little bit more comfortable than the Concept 2.
Well, and the footing here, like the fact that
I love like feature. You can just clip in really
so easy. And I mean, it just feels like, and I don't know how it's going to wear over time with how many times, like if it's going to get loose or whatever, but it feels so just like quick and sturdy.
If it's built like the Echo bike, I think this is going to be around and probably... I think they're using it in the CrossFit Games now.
Yeah, it's the official rower of the game.
So, I mean, that has to say something about kind of the quality, the longevity, durability of this rower.
Yeah.
Okay, any other last little bits you want to point out to us?
Well, I mean, even think just in terms of the two machines, when we design the space and trying to make it functional, it's great for us in terms of a gym, but it's also a lot of multi-purpose and multi-use for us. In terms of her having an office. This is also, I'm sort of a degenerate when it comes to watching sports. I do enjoy to have a cigar, and I like to be able to sit on the couch and hang out.
And we have to have two.
Yeah, we've got TVs, we've got all these things. So when it comes to designing the room, and especially with bigger machines like this, I'm all about the footprint, and I don't want to have a huge footprint with things because I like, for my workouts specifically, I like to have space and room.
Open.
Yeah, I need room for my plyometrics and different things that I'm doing as I'm moving around a couple things for circuits. So being able to move a lot of these machines and move them easy is a big plus for me when it came to us choosing them. But I mean, otherwise, we just tried to design a space that worked for both of us at the same time.
Okay, so obviously this space has a ton of cool equipment, amazing equipment, but I think kind of my favorite little things are the Britney-isms of this space, okay? So we've got be a badass with a good ass. If that doesn't say Britney, I don't know what does. It's pink, it's neon, it says everything you need to know about.
I mean, the whole premise of our garage gym was party vibes. So I do like to have things light and bright, but my husband likes things to be a dungeon, and like he likes to go to this dark place when he works out. So we tried to like mesh the best of the both worlds and like have the dark aspects. So obviously you got the black wall, but then we have lightened it up with like the gray faux. These are like panels that I think we got them at like Lowe's.
This is a good question because I've come out and worked out with you, and every time I come in, I leave thinking I lost some hearing. You just like crank. So what sound system do you have? Because I know you're kind of like into that.
It was so loud. We got the JBL soundbar for our TV in the house, and we already had like a different one.
Hold on, did you say TV as in singular?
Oh well, well we have
20 TVs.
We have a lot of TVs,
and then obviously we have Don't Quit, Do It sign, which is great, but the other biggest Britney thing, Big Booty Land. Okay, she's obsessed.
Listen, if you don't know who Two Friends is or Big Booty Land mixes, you're missing out.
The first time we worked out together, I was like, listen, I love you. I can't listen to Taylor Swift while I work out. And she was like, no, I've got just the thing. And she turned it on, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm kind of into it. So I like it.
Well, and we have the videos too. Like when we have the TVs, you can do the videos with it. And that was a big part of it.
So they have like 25 different remixes at this point, and it's basically just like all your like old music, new music mixed together into this big have just fun dance party. And so I'm really big fans of theirs. I got their flag. It is autographed. I needed it up in my gym because this is Big Booty Land.
This is Big Booty Land.
I mean, yeah. So.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for showing us your space. This is amazing. Britt, you're so strong. You're so funny. I love being around you. Joe, you're okay. So,
the end of this moment.
Oh no, honestly, Joe's the best. Anytime I come over, he's feeding us, he's grilling, we're in the pool. It's a great time. So guys, if you have not subscribed to GGRE, make sure to do so. Also, if you see any of the products that you like or that you think Brittany should add, make sure to comment below. This has been Lindsay with CrossFit Reviews.